Hi all, this is my part 2 video of chapter Yield Management. In the previous video, we learned concept of yield management, applicability to front office of revenue management and yield management, and measuring yield by using various formulas. In this part, we will learn to calculate yield statistics and identical yield statistics using a particular scenario in hotel. Let's revise quickly formulae and steps to calculate yield statistics. First step of calculating yield is PASR. I'll use the short form. Potential average single rate is equals to single room revenues at rack rate upon number of rooms sold as singles. Step 2, where we calculate PADR, is equals to double room revenues at rack rate upon number of rooms sold as doubles. Step 3 will calculate multiple occupancy percentage. MO percentage is equals to number of rooms occupied by more than one person upon total number of rooms sold multiplied by 100. Rate spread, which is the difference of potential average double rate and the PASR, which is potential average single rate. The formula is PADR minus PASR. Step 5 will calculate potential average rate, which is PAR, is equals to multiple occupancy percentage and rate spread plus potential average single rate. Step 6 is room rate achievement factor statistic equals to actual average rate upon potential average rate multiplied by 100 will give you a room rate achievement factor percentage. And step 7, there are various formulas for calculating yield statistics, which you have seen in earlier video as well. First formula is occupancy percentage multiplied by achievement factor. Second formula is actual revenue upon potential revenue. Now, how do you calculate actual revenue? Here is room sold multiplied by ADR or ARR will give you actual revenue, and potential revenue is calculated by rooms available in the hotel multiplied by rack rate, which will give you potential revenue of the hotel. And the third formula is room nights sold upon room nights available multiplied by actual average room rate upon potential average rate. This was the third formula for calculating yield statistic. Now, in this, as I said, that here we will learn how to calculate or compute yield by using a particular scenario of a hotel. Let's see the problem. Here it's mentioned hotel has 300 guest rooms with an average room rate of $35. It is currently operating at 70% average occupancy. The hotel has 200 standard double bedrooms and 100 double deluxe rooms. At rack rate, the standard rooms sell at $40 at single occupancy and $50 at double occupancy, whilst the deluxe rooms sell at $50 at single occupancy and $60 at double occupancy. If 168 rooms from the 70% occupancy are sold at double occupancy, we have to calculate yield. So let's solve this problem. So the step 1 is to calculate PASR. Now the hotel has varied its single rate by room type. So we need to calculate the potential average single rate selling all the rooms on a single occupancy and the rate. So here when we see looking at this table as per the problem is given here in the scenario is 200 rooms, and if we sell these 200 rooms on a single occupancy rate is $40, makes the revenue 200 multiplied by $40 will give you the revenue is $8,000. And for a deluxe room, 100 rooms are there, and if we sell the deluxe rooms at $50, which is single occupancy rate, multiplied 50 and 100 gives you $5,000. So the total revenue received when we are selling all 300 rooms on single occupancy gives the total revenue as $13,000. So we'll put these figures into the formula. So here single room revenue at rack rate upon number of rooms sold as single. So here the Look, putting in the formula is $13,000 upon 300 rooms which are sold on singles. And when we calculate it, the answer is $43.33 as PASR. Moving to the step 2, which is PADR, potential average double rate. Since we all have varied rates by room type, so we'll calculate the potential average double rate, which is calculated as here when all the standard rooms, which are 200, now sold at double occupancy, which is $50 room rate. When you multiply 200 and $50 gives you $10,000. And if you are selling all deluxe rooms, which are 100 multiplied by double occupancy rate is $60. So 100 into $60 gives you $6,000. And when all the 300 rooms, as we have seen, are sold on double occupancy, the rate is $16,000 for selling all rooms. Now the PADR is calculated. Now double of room revenues at rack rate are 16,000 upon 300 rooms gives the figure as $53.33 as PADR. Let's see the next step, which is multiple occupancy percentage, where this is the proportion of a hotel's room that are occupied by more than one person. This percentage indicates sales mix and helps balance room rates. As given in the problem that if 168 rooms from the total of 210 rooms sold, which is 70% of 300 rooms, are at double occupancy, then computation is as follows. Number of rooms occupied by more than one person upon total number of rooms sold into 100. When we calculate it, so number of rooms occupied by more than one person is 168 and divided by, which are 210 rooms, as 70% of 300 is 210 multiplied by 100, which will give you 80%, which is multiple occupancy percentage. Now step 4 is to calculate the rate spread. Now the determination of a room rate spread among various room types can be essential to the use of yield decisions in targeting a hotel's specific market. The mathematical difference between the hotel's potential average single rate and the potential average double rate is known as the rate spread. Now putting into the formula of rate spread, PADR minus PASR. So we have already calculated in the step 3 and step 1 and 2. Potential average double rate is 53.33 and minus $43.33 gives you $10, which is a rate spread. Step 5, we will calculate potential average rate. This is a collective statistics that effectively combines the potential average rates, multiple occupancy percentage, and rate spread. So we will put what we have calculated previously in this formula. So we already calculated multiple occupancy percentage, which was 80%. When you write 80% calculated, becomes 0.8. Rate spread is $10 and plus potential average single rate, which is $43.33. We have calculated in step. We have calculated the previous step of fifth in the step 5. So when we calculate this, it is $51.33 becomes your potential average rate. Step 6, room rate achievement factor. The percentage of the rack rate a hotel actually receives is contained in the hotel's achievement factor, which is also referred to as the room rate potential percentage. Achievement factor is equals to actual average rate upon potential average rate multiplied by 100. When we put the figures into the formula, $35 is the actual average rate which has been provided in the scenario, and potential average rate we just calculated the previous step, which is 51.33. When you multiply this by 100 gives you the achievement factor percentage, which is 68%. Now we have that step 7, which is we have to calculate yield. Now we'll calculate yield using this formula. There were 3 formulas which we have learned. However, in the previous steps, we have already calculated achievement factor. So we will use this formula First formula of the yield statistics, occupancy percentage multiplied by achievement factor. So occupancy percentage given in the scenario is 70%, which is 0.7. Achievement factor percentage was 68%, so it is 68 upon 100 gives you 0.68. So when we multiply this, will give us 0.476, which is a yield statistics. When we calculate this yield statistics in percentage, will give you 48%. Now, let's see what is the identical yield statistics. Here we will learn, this is the point where we can ask how discounting will affect our revenue. If we were to decrease or increase our rate, what occupancy percentage would we need to achieve to produce the same yield? Let's suppose that our hotel wants to decrease its rate by $2 to $2, which is $33. I mean, as per the scenario, the rate, actual average rate is $35. Here, if we give a discount of $2, the rate would be, proposed rate would be $33. So let's see the formula for identical yield statistics, which is equals to current occupancy percentage multiplied by current rate upon proposed rate. Now putting in all the figures into this formula. So current occupancy given in the scenario is 70%, multiplied by current rate is $35. Upon proposed rate, by giving a discount of $2, it's going to be $33. So when we solve this statistic, it will give you 0.742. And when we multiply this by 100, I mean identical yield statistics percentage, which is 74%. Now, to achieve the same yield, the hotel must have an occupancy of 74%. So this is like calculate the identical yield having the occupancy of 74%, and we are giving a discounting of $2. In this video, we learned to calculate yield and identical yield. I hope you all have understood. However, I request all to solve this problem on your own after watching this video. Thank you for watching my video.